Hi everyone, today's video is going to be disappointing products that I've tried out recently and really do not like. Now, the reason I'm calling this disappointing products as opposed to products I regret purchasing, because there's mostly PR samples in this, so I can't say I've regretted buying something if I never actually paid for it. However, these products need to be talked about because I do not enjoy them at all. We're gonna start out with the saddest thing to me, and that is the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Honey palette. I wanted to love this so bad. I adore the peanut butter and jelly palette. It is one of my absolute favorite palettes of life. I use that thing constantly. But this, like, sister to it is just awful. It does smell wonderful. It smells slightly different from the peanut butter and jelly palette, but still that peanut butter-esque scent. But these shadows are crap. I am so annoyed. This whole row here is just absolutely pointless. They're all basically the same shade. They don't translate much differently on the lid. In swatches, I was hopeful because they did look pretty good, but played out on the skin, they just look like garbage, basically. They're all the same shade and there's too many of them. The yellow is not bad, and that is a big pull for this palette, and I do quite like, what's this guy called? Bee's Knees. But the deepest shade in this palette, which is Going Nuts right here, is horrific. It is very similar to the brown that was in the Sugar Pop palette from several summers ago. And it's like there's something inherently wrong with that particular shadow, and it's the same thing with this one. It doesn't adhere to anything. It doesn't stick on your lid just naturally. It doesn't stick to primer. It doesn't stick to a sticky base. It's horrible, and it doesn't blend either. So even if you get a little bit of color pigment onto your eyelid, best of luck to you. Like, you're not gonna go anywhere with this look. So if you take this shadow out, you're screwed. You can't deepen up any of the other looks, so you basically have to stick with like a relatively warm tone crease, but with absolutely no dimension in the outer corner. I was so sad about this palette, because I wanted more in the range of peanut butter. I want more collections. I even still want more, but this one is just absolute crap. Next up is a range of products that I just don't understand, and I don't like any format of them. And that is the jumbo eyebrow pencils. Like, who created this thing and thought it was a good idea? You can't do anything with this. I am somebody who doesn't have much brow to begin with, so I need something fairly precise in order to create a brow on my face. But I'm not gonna get any kind of precision with this jumbo of a pencil. It's too fat, it's too thick, and yes, I could sharpen it, but then you're wasting product, so why would I even bother? So this is the MAC one in the shade Cork. It's a brow pencil, and then this other one is the Essence Make Me Brow Jumbo Eyebrow Pencil. Same idea, too fat, too thick to use. I honestly don't know what people could use this for, except for like the front part of your brow, but then you have to change product to do your tail, unless you sharpen it every time, so what is even the point? In sticking with jumbo things that I don't understand, these Buxom Plump Line lip liners are just weird to me. I love the colors that they come in. They are absolutely beautiful on the lips, but I hate the formula. It is super drying, which I would like in a lip liner, except that I don't tend to wear these as lip liner because they're so jumbo sized. Like, they basically look like a lip pencil crayon, and I would expect to cover my entire lips with this pencil because it's so big. You can't get a very precise point unless you sharpen it every single time. So I could use this as solely a lip liner, but like, it's so bloody big. Why would I bother? So it's drying too. I don't like how big it is, and there's a lip brush on the end, which again makes me think that it should be a regular lipstick crayon. But this brush makes absolutely no sense with this formula, because this formula cannot be spread around. You can't line your lips and then try to blend it out with this because it's too dry. So the whole product makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't know why they've come out with this. I don't know why it's in this huge format, and I don't know why there's a lip brush on the end of it. Ugh. Next up is a product that a lot of people have loved over the years, and a lot of people have actually hated it. And I gotta say, I started out not liking it, kind of fell into sort of liking it because I like some scents, and now I'm just like, no, this is absolute garbage. and that's the EOS spherical lip balms. These were the only scents that I liked. They are the, of course, there's no label on these things. I think this was like coconut yogurt smoothie, and this one was like icy mint. And these were the only ones that I could stand. And the reason I say that is because every other one of these that I have opened has a plastic scent to them. And I don't know what it is. I just thought it was part of like the mixture for the balm. And I originally thought that there was just something with certain formula scents that I just didn't like the smell of them. I opened these again recently after having liked them a while ago, and the smell is there, as is the taste. It's something to do with this packaging that is causing the balm to taste really bad to me. Not everybody seems to taste this, but when I put this on my lips now, it's like there's this melted plastic taste, and I just can't stand it. I think they're adorable. I love all the colors that they come in, but these don't do anything for me, and I just think they taste atrocious. Moving on to foundation, I've got two of them that I want to talk about. And the first one is one that I think I actually quite liked when I first got it. So I don't know if the formula has changed a little bit over the years since I've had it, but I can't stand this Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. I know YouTube is friggin' gaga for this, but I don't get it. It goes on my face really nicely, don't get me wrong. It blends in nicely, it looks good. And then after a few hours, you just start to look greasy. Like really greasy, and it's kind of like thick, and it seeps into the lines on my face, and it creases. Like, I don't know why YouTube blew up about this. That being said, I do seem to think that I liked it the first few times I tried it, so I don't know what happened after that. So in thinking about this a little bit more, I feel like I've liked it and not liked it. Like, I feel like it's one of those Jekyll and Hyde products where some days it works really well for you, and other days it's just like, what happened? What did I do with my makeup this day that would cause such creasing and oiliness? So I've tried to make this work. I wanted to finish it because, you know, it's an expensive product, but no, I can't be bothered anymore. I don't need to waste my time on a product that I don't enjoy using. The next one is an item that I just reviewed on my channel, so I will link that video down below, and that is the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Cushion Foundation. So it's got a pad in it, and it opens up like those compacts where you've got the mesh there and you dip into it. I yuck, like just yuck. I was so disappointed too because my friend Caitlin loved this and it worked so well on her dry skin. And I was really excited to use it because my skin is mostly dry, going into a little bit oily now. And I don't think I'm as dry as her, but I had hopes that it would react the same on my skin. No, this just wasn't for me. That video will give you all the details on how this did not work out, but I came home and I was like, absolutely not. This is not a good product for my skin. And the very last item I have to talk about is a pair of lashes by Urban Decay. They're enormous, so they actually hit my eyebrows, which is not usually to my taste, but that's not the reason why I don't like these. These have such a thick band that they don't curve to my eyelid shape. And in fact, I put these back on the plate that they're sitting on, and one end is already like pinging off already. I don't know. I can't deal with these kind of bands. They're too thick, they're too clumsy, and the last thing you want happening when you're wearing a pair of lashes is the ends like poking off in different directions. So I tried to wear these one time, I think it was for a video, and I was just like, absolutely not. I can't even wear this for the 10 to 20 minutes that it was gonna take to film the video. So I was just like, no, I'm not wearing these ever again. Time to just put them away. All right, that's gonna be it for this video. Those are all the products that I've been deeply disappointed in lately. Most of them were PR samples. The only one that wasn't was the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Honey Palette. But it doesn't change my opinion on these things. They are garbage products and I am sorry that I own them. Maybe you guys can tell me about some products that you've tried out lately that you don't enjoy so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.